Hello children, we start the third video lesson on exercise 7b. 7a we have seen your ratios, what are ratio, and here we are seeing the proportion. So this may be my last video on proportion, the third, and this is the sixth on ratio and proportion. 3 I have done on ratio and 3 this is the third on proportion. So what are we going to learn? So basic concept I have given you in my first video lesson of 7b, that is part 4. Part 5, something very important I did with you: mean proportion, third proportion and fourth proportion. And something very related to that mean proportion, third proportion and fourth proportion is continued proportion. So we have to show these three terms are in continued proportion. What is the meaning, children? In continued proportion, if you see, the second is repeated. Means if you write this way in division, 6 by 36 is 36 by this. So in continued proportion, if you have to prove, so this should be equal. So there are two ways, children. Number one, method 1. So we have to show this, that they are in continued proportion. Number 1 is what we do, we take the left hand side. Okay, so we had to show that they are equal. So what we do, take left hand side, 6 by 36. If you cancel, you get 1 by 6. Take the right hand side. Okay, so if you cancel with 6, it will be 6, 36 and 1, 6. So this is also 1 by 6. So left side is equal to right side, hence they are in proportion. Okay, continued proportion, this is what we call. And what is method 2, children? Product of, suppose they are equal, product of extreme. So product of extremes is equal to product of means. Okay, so what is product of extreme, children? 6 into 30 is 216. This is 36 into 36. This is 216. Okay, so this should be equal. Product of extreme, when something is, listen, when something is in proportion, then product of extreme is equal to product of mean. But here, children, if product of mean extreme is equal to product of mean, that means these three are in continued proportion. Okay, so if you multiply 216 by 6, you will get, let us multiply and see. 216 by 6, 6 6 are 36, 3 6 1 are 6 plus 3 9. So you will get 1296 this side also, children, and 1296 this side. That means therefore 636 and 216 are in what we call continued. Okay, continued proportion. Okay, so listen once more. Continued proportion means first is to second should be equal to second. First is to second is equal to second is to third. So this concept is very close to our mean proportion and third proportion. This is also the mean proportion if you are trying to find it as unknown. This is the third proportion if this is not given. And this format, if we do, if these two are equal, means they are in continued proportion. So kindly pause the video and copy, and in the next sum, few sum, 2 3 sum, I am going to show you how we apply ratio to solve problems of our day-to-day life. So kindly pause and copy. So next we have is question number 8. So next exercise, if you see unitary method, next chapter, we have unitary method we will learn, where we find for 1. But here we use ratio to solve this sum, which can be generally solved by unitary method. How we do, see here children, by ratio and proportion. 8 pence, so this side you put pen is to pen. 8 pence cost is 356. See, 8 gives you 56, 14 will give you what? Let it be x. Let the cost of 14 pence be rupees x. So remember, this is in rupees, answer will be in rupees. Once more, 8 pence is to 14 pen is 356 is to what? Because 8 pence cost is 356. So 14 pence will be what? So we do pen with pen and cost with cost. Okay, 8 pence cost is 356, 14 will be what? Or 8 is to 14, pen is to 14, 8 is to 14. So price of 8 is 356. What is cost of 14 pence? So here again we apply, these two are in extreme. Okay, so this I'm not taking product, this logic I'm doing. What is the logic of writing this? But if you apply the idea of ratio, we know product of extreme, product of, and right here we know product of extremes, okay, is equal to product of means. Okay, so since x is in extreme, I take x first. So 8 into x is equal to 14 into 356. Product of extreme is equal to product of mean. So we solve with this logic, but how we write this, I have explained to you the logic earlier. So x is 14 into 356 by 8. So let us cancel. 4 2s are 8, 4 7s are 14, 4 2s are 2 2s are 4, divided by 2 1, 7 1 8, again divide by 2, 8 2s are 16, 1 9. So your answer is 89 into 7. So if you multiply 89 into 7, 6 are 7 9s are 63, 6 7 9s are 7 8s are 56 plus 6. So it is 623 rupees. Once more, 7 9s are 63, you carry 6, 9 8s are 56 plus 6 62. So your answer is 623 rupees, which is the cost of your 14 pence. So kindly pause your video and then we move on to next question. So next we move on to the last two question of this exercise, number 10 and 12. So this is the question. Distance of 68 kilometer in reality is represented by 1.7 centimeter in map. See, India is a big country, so how we show in a map? We make it smaller. Okay, so this much will be 68 kilometer. So when you have a state's map or a district's map, so we use a scale here. So class 10 one very nice chapter is there in ICSE called topo sheet. Okay, there you will run a reference factor 1:50,000. 1 centimeter on ground is 50,000 centimeter in reality. Okay, which can be half a kilometer in reality. Okay, so we have here map and a reality. So how we use ratios here? So 1.7 centimeter is 68 kilometers. So here I use centimeter. So 8.5 centimeter in a map. So 8.5 centimeter, see in a small scale, you will see it is a little more than half of the scale. Scale is 15 centimeters, 7.5 is a half. So this, so here you don't write units, so here same thing, centimeter is to centimeter is 68, don't write kilometer, answer will be in kilometers. So see here, 1.7 gives you 68 kilometer, what will 8.5 centimeter give? Or the other way around, 1.7 is to 8.5 on a map, this is how many times this, so this will be this many times this. So here if you see, this is 5 times bigger, so answer will be 5 times bigger here. So once more, centimeters to centimeter, so this is to this, so this is this, so this will be what? So same logic we use. So let x be the distance, okay, be the distance on the land, means in reality. So how we solve here, children? Product of extreme I have taught you. Product of extreme is equal to, so solving this idea we use, children. Product of extreme is equal to, but logic what I told you, you see that is product of the means. So these two are means. So x is 8.5 into 68 by 1.7. Remove this decimal, 10 comes. Remove this decimal, 10 comes in the numerator. So actually 1 decimal cancels, 10 cancel here. 17 5s are 85, children. So our answer is 5 into 68 kilometer. If you multiply, you will get, how I do mentally, I'll tell you. 68, 5 means 10 by 2. So I multiply by 10 and divide by 2. Okay, so 680 upon 2 is half of 600 is 300, half of 80 is 40. So your mental maths calculation will be very easy and accurate, and otherwise you multiply as you multiply in traditional multiplication. So answer is 340, means 1.7 centimeter in a map, if it represents 68 kilometer, 8.5, that is 5 times this, will show you 5 times more, that is this factor is a 5, 340 kilometer. So last question we go. Children, men day we will see in unitary method, they are generally inversely related, men and day, but here day is same. We have to see men and meters, how many meters of trench is being made. So if you see question, if 15 men can dig a trench 35 meter long in one day, 15 men can make a trench 35 meter long in one day. So I wrote just the opposite. So how many men can make a trench 84 meters in one day? So how many men can dig a similar trench 84 meter long in one day? So this is a direct variation question. You will understand and appreciate it better when you go to the next exercise, unitary method, which we'll see later on. Okay, now, so here you see same logic, men have to find, so generally I make it the fourth proportional like that. So 15 men, so here we can take 35 men, I'll put it that side, this side also you do. 35 meter is to 84 meters, so this side the depth of the trench, and here you will see 15 men, how many men we require. Once more, 35 meter is, see whatever is unknown generally we can write, I write on the other side, especially the x. So 35 meter is made by 15 men in one day, 84 meter trench will be made by how many men? So this is to this generally, this is to this, you see, or this way if you see, 35 meter is to 85 meter, if 15 men, how many more men will be required? Same way, children, product of extreme, so you can write here also, we know product of, so please write an exam, maybe it is boring, okay, but it is equal to product of means. So you need to write basic thing, children, then your examiner or teacher will know that you have understood the concept. So product of extreme is this, okay, so x is, this goes down, 35 will go down into 15 by 35. Let us cancel 3s are 5 7s are. And if you see 7 12s are 12 7s are 84, 12 5s are 60, 12 6s are 72, 12 7s are 84. So answer is 36 men. Answer is when you cancel 36 men will make a trench of 84 meter in one day, as 15 men were doing in to make 35 meter in one day. So it may be little difficult, but practice, understand the concept of proportion. Do the solved example, many question, almost more than half of the question I solved. Do them again, and generally leave some question for you, because if I give you everything, you won't be able to learn. Do them, and you will be more happy if you get the answer there. You will be more happy than when I am solving the sum. And if you see in the first part or some other part of the video, there also I have solved 60 to 70% of the question. So please solve the unsolved question which I have not done, like 11, and I'll tell you, really, if you do on your own, one sum you do on your own and you get the correct answer, you will be more happier than me doing 5 sum for you on the whiteboard. So that means you need to practice and practice until you get all the answer correct. So children, thank you for watching this final video lesson on ratio and proportion.